Hello, this is going to be my very first ArtFreak review, and I thought just to get started, I'm going to do a review on a movie I just saw in the theater a couple of days ago called Rush, and it's this movie, starring Chris Hemsworth and Daniel Bruhl. I loved it. It was a fantastic movie, the best race car movie since Days of Thunder. I thought Chris Hemsworth was pretty good as he plays a character, James. He's a stock car driver, and Daniel Bruhl plays Nicky. They come from the same background, basically. Both their parents are really wealthy. Also, their parents did not approve of them becoming race car drivers. They wanted them to become a lawyer or a doctor and bring honor to the family. So they come from a similar background that way. But they are very different characters. This guy here, who is Nicky, is a very serious guy. He doesn't have really much of a sense of humor. He's very driven, focused, takes really good care of himself, whereas James is much more of the pretty boy of the story. He's in it very much for the fame, although he is a serious driver in his own way. He cares about the sport, but he loves the fame, he loves to drink, he's a womanizer. So they're very different characters, and the movie is really about the relationship between the two of them, the rivalry between the two of them. Which I think is the most interesting thing about this movie. It is a racing movie, but more than anything, it's a drama. So, both actors were great in this. Chris did not play a very likable character, in my opinion, but it is based on a real character, so he was being truthful to the character. Nicky, however, is one of my sports heroes. I'm a huge fan of his in real life. And I thought that Daniel Bruhl could not have done a better job at portraying him. When I saw him in this movie, I saw Nicky. Like, he looks like him, he talks like him, has the same personality. He just nailed that character so well. And I think Nicky has the most to go through in this. Like, I don't want to give it away for those of you who haven't seen it, but he goes through hell, basically, in this movie. And something really crazy happens to him on the track, which, you know, it's very harrowing to watch, but it's what really happened, and it changes everything. But at the same time, he never loses his determination or his willpower to just push on, no matter what the odds are against him. So I really enjoyed watching that aspect to his character. The race, you know, all the race scenes in the movie were excellent, really fast-paced. What I thought was cool is that they bring the camera right inside the engine. You can, you know, showing all the different functions of the engine while the car is driving. There's lots of close-ups. There's lots of kind of from the driver's perspective shots. The sound effects were really awesome. You really get the sense of the power and, you know, of these engines and these cars. The film had a very gritty reality to it. There was a lot of handheld shots. And the film, like, the film stock actually looked a little degraded, so it had more of a, like, almost like an authentic kind of 1970s feel to it, which is the era that it's set in. In no way was it done like a big Hollywood blockbuster. It was, although it was spectacular, especially the race scenes, it was done in a much more gritty kind of reality way. So I really liked that aspect to it. It was a great film, great acting. All the supporting cast were excellent as well. There are people that I've never heard of. You know, I didn't recognize any of the faces except for Olivia Wilde playing James's love interest in the film. Other than that, I didn't really recognize any of the supporting cast. But they were all really good, very believable. They, you know, and it's better that you didn't know who they were, I think, because they just seem like real characters. You know, you just totally believe in them. And, you know, most of the supporting cast is just the members of their pit crew, you know, these two characters. So, it was a great movie that really shows, you know, both the dangers of the sport, you know, why people choose to do this for a living. An average of 2 people a year were killed being stock car drivers in the 1970s. It was a very dangerous sport then. I'm sure it's a lot safer now. But the film really shows, quite graphically sometimes, how dangerous it was. So overall, the film was great. It was a very good sports drama. The best I've seen in a long time. Like I said, since Days of Thunder, I don't think they've made a sports movie this good. And I can definitely see Daniel Bruhl here getting nominated for an Oscar. Chris Hemsworth, I'm not so sure if he will, but he was great too. But to me, it really is more of Daniel Bruhl's story, although they are both pretty much equal in the film as far as their screen time. So yeah, if you're into sports movies, or even if you just like really great dramas, go see it. It's very entertaining and fast-paced and fun. There are some scenes that are a little difficult to watch and harrowing, but they're necessary for the story. So if you're sensitive, just beware of that. But overall, it was just a really, really great and entertaining film, and my heart was pounding the whole time I was watching it. I really loved it. So there's my first review, and I'm going to do another one soon. Bye, y'all.